Good evening, good evening, good evening. One and all to episode 38 of the DMC live chat with myself, PJ from Midlife Models, my good friends, Mr. Martin Dare from Martin Dare's Dinky Restoration. Good evening, Martin.
Hello. Good evening, boys.
No, its name's Luke. I was Luke from Scale Customs. Good evening, Luke. How are you?
Evening, everybody.
Good evening. Good evening to our irregular regulars in the chat who are waiting patiently. Thank you, Chance, for joining us. I had to do a bit of a dad taxi run type thing, so a bit late tonight, so apologies for that. So good evening to Russ, good evening to Mick, good evening to Ian, good evening to John, good evening to Phil, and good evening to Kev. Good to see you, gents. Have I missed anybody? I don't think so. Good of you to join us, as always. Much appreciated. Right, what have we got for you this week? Well, I've got a dog that's growling like going. It's going to start going nuts any second now. I can hear it. Friday, the unofficial DMC dog, although she's now got her own membership club going with Ron as well, and Sonny.
Big Ron.
Big Ron, Big Ron, Little Ron. So we've got some pets around the old group who we like to include in our Friday night discussions, and they're all well and good. So anyway, I ramble on. What we're going to do this week, there goes the dog. We're going to be looking at the Diecast Collectors magazine, which we have. Just bear with me 2 seconds.
Had dogs on cue, you see. You mentioned it. There you go.
Martin, take over for 2 minutes. I'm just going to.
Here we go. Money's in the post. Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. So what Paul's going to do is going to bring on the Diecast and Modelers Diecast Collectors magazine, which is on I think it's. I don't know if it's every month or bi-monthly. So he's going to go through that and pick out some interesting talking points. So that'll keep us going for a little while. Yeah, interesting. I think I used to have it years ago when it first came out, but you know, it's like you don't always go in the shop to get it, do you? You're not always passing by a newsagents to pick it up, or if you do go and it's not on the shelf, it's gone. But yeah, I just find it quite interesting. I think in the early days of the magazine, they went through all the codes, like 1, 2, and 3 codes and stuff. But a lot of it deals with new stuff, which will be interesting because we don't always get to see what new stuff's out there. That should be fun.
Any good for parts, Martin?
I think at the back of the magazine, it will be, if it's changed, it will give you probably adverts for companies that do parts. There's usually somebody to advertise. I would imagine Steve Flowers will be in there somewhere, and a few others. But they used to have like a for sale section at the back where people would sell stuff, you know, if you're interested. But a lot of it covers foreign diecast, British diecast, or whatever. They go back to the vintage stuff that always comes on. The vintage diecast is always on there, so it's an interesting read. It covers most of the stuff, but Paul will say now.
Yeah, we've thanks, Mark. We've just caught up. We've just invested some of our funds into 6 months' worth of the Diecasting Collectors magazine. That dog. If it wasn't for that cursed dog,
you need to
like Scooby-Doo. Just got back on what Martin was saying. He's give you the gist of it, but we've invested in 6 months' worth of the magazine, and it gives us some topics we can either pull out or, you know, some talking points we can go through. We don't know how legal it is to share this on the screen. We might get took down next week. You'll never know. We'll see. We'll have a go at it. So we've got that. I won't bring up the benefactor screen, but my thanks to Ian and Brian, who's not here, that have donated early. Our 14th is our official benefactors day. If you want to contribute, there's a PayPal link in the description, and it helps us invest in things like this Diecast Collectors magazine and other bits and bobs, including our licensing. So my thanks to Martin and Luke who took part as well. So it's much appreciated. It keeps us ticking over. We've also we've got the official quiz book now. So to say, I ought to put a label on it, DMC quiz book, but too much on the go. We've got a quiz coming up. So we've got the Diecast Collectors magazine quiz coming up. We've got the topics to hand that we're going to talk about. We've got a list that we started last week, and we hit some of the regulars to give us some numbers, and we poured out the topic. Some of the topics might not make sense, or we might not say a lot about it, but we'll have a go. Around the houses, and if we get time, we'll. If we get time, I've never thought I'd heard me say that. If we get time, we'll have a look at the Facebook DMC Facebook group and have a look at some of the posts. So, without further ado, while I catch my breath and have a scotch, over to Mr. Martin Dare for what have you been up to this week, Mark?
Right. This week, I'm away from home, so I haven't got it to hand. I've just completed Wednesday's video. Will be the Dinky Toys Field Marshal tractor and the triple gang mowers on the back, which I've changed the colour of all of it, really, basically. I've gone with well, you'll see, I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but I've gone with different colour on the tractor and different colour on the gang mowers. There's a lot more parts than what I envisaged on the gang mowers, but yeah, they all went together quite well. So I've done that, and I'm currently working on the scrapyard challenge, which I've decided to do. It's in the box in here in a minute. I'm going to get it all out, but yeah, it's I'm working on that. A small diorama.
We have had a preview of that.
Is that one?
It's going to be well worth seeing.
Yeah, I've got a few bits that I'm going to be working on that tomorrow. So that's that we're doing, and then obviously at the end of the month stuff. I'm hopefully getting a visit from Andy Bourne. I just contacted him today. He's going to pop over to the caravan. I've got a stack of stuff for him, and I'm also got. He's going to do some decals for the DMC. This is for the DMC challenge for next month, which is the Paint It Blue Alzheimer's. This is going to be a DMC tour bus. So hopefully when Andy sees this, he can do me some decals for that. It's going to be in 2 blues, obviously. Yeah. So that's that.
Brilliant. We're loving
that. So I've got a stack of stuff for him. What else has been going on? I've got I've got to renew my driving license. And what a flipping nightmare, because I'm 68. I'm only going to get 2 years out of it before I'm 70. And of course, now all these new laws coming out, I'm thinking, now you've got to get a doctor's note. Got to be at school, isn't it? You've got to get a doctor's note to say you're fit enough to drive. And if you wear glasses, you've got to go optician's note. It's all costing money. You can't get in and see a doctor when you want one, but when you willing to pay for a certificate, they're on it straight away. So I've got to get that all sorted out. So I say, hopefully they'll say I can carry on driving, which is a bit of a stickler when it doesn't. So
You'll be all right, man.
I've got that to sort. Well, yeah, you haven't seen my driving, ain't
Can't be any worse than BB.
Mind you, I tell you what, on the way up here on Friday, flipping out, I got stuck behind this guy in a Seat Leon hatchback, and he was doing at least 5 miles under the speed limit in any part of the road. If it was 40, he was doing 35. Where it was like 30, he was doing 25. He was doing my head in, you know what I mean? So, but I didn't do any road race. I just sat back patiently, flashing my lights, giving me all. But no, it was all right. And then when I got rid of him, because the ironic one thing was when I got rid of him, just as I got round the bend after he turned off, got round the bend because he took so long to turn off the road. The flipping tractor pulled out with a big trailer on the back with all these straw bales. And I thought, you know what?
This is not my day.
Bad timing. But anyway, yeah. So we're having fun. We're back home on the 24th. So that should be good.
Good stuff.
And I'm looking forward to Dagfield.
Dagfield, yeah, we got a boys' weekend. Oh well, it's not quite the weekend. It's a Thursday and Friday, I think it is, or a Friday.
There's going to be a bit of argy-bargy though when we go though, because we need to block off the pie venue, so we get in first.
Who's nicked all the pies? Who's nicked all the pies?
Who's nicked all the pies?
Yeah. We have when we go to Dagfield, which is the auction site that was introduced to us by Luke, which we're forever grateful for because it's a fantastic site to go to. But on there, it's like 7 or 8 independent auction houses with their own building each, and there's a toy auction house. There's an RV centre there where they build RVs and customise them. We always stop by there with absolutely no intentions of buying them, but it's always a good talking point when you walk by. Look what we could have had, lads. And there's also a cake store, sweet store, a Warhammer shop with Lego combined kind of place, and of course there's the bakery stroke butcher's shop, and that's probably where most of the money's gone the last 2 visits. Like homemade pies and
Yeah, you got all your pies first before you go look round. Yeah.
So we've got that to look forward to, and I've got his name now. It's the comedian's opened up the shop there, and he
Johnny Vegas.
Johnny Vegas has opened up a shop there. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see if A, Johnny Vegas is there, and B, how much his gear is that he's flogging, and probably C, is it any good? So we'll see if we'll answer at least one of the 3 questions there, because it might be too much to go in. He might be charging an entrance fee. Who knows? I don't think he'll sponsor us, but we can ask him if he's there.
You doubt it. Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. Luke, my friend, what's been happening in Luke's world? Although I didn't ask.
I'm not going to go down that road. I'll tell you a little bit what's going on. I'm upgrading my garage currently. I bought a new bench vent and compressor because the booth I've got ain't cleared in the overspray. So that's just waiting for them to be delivered. My printers, I was going to sell them because, as you know, my sister had a fire a couple of weeks ago. And obviously the insurance are doing different things. Hush on that. But I was going to have his 3D printer and Cura, but they ended up keeping it. So I'm going to stick with what I've got for now.
And what had he got, Luke?
I know it was over $1,000 to buy, and he was doing it me really cheap. I can't remember now what he said it was, but it's a proper thing. Like,
well, but that's interesting. Me and you both, because somebody offered me a 3D printer, and I said, "How much is it?" He says, "Well, it should have been £1,800.
Yeah,
but it's 400." I can't remember who bloody told me. Oh, John.
John was the lowest still moving at the time.
Oh, crikey, yeah. But I'm pretty sure it was a PLA printer. So
yeah, this was a resin one. This one,
yeah.
Or is?
Anyway, sorry, carry on, mate.
Yeah. Anyway, that's as far as we've gone with the diecast. I haven't put any videos out. Yeah, you guys know. I won't say nothing on here, but just for now, my channel's taken down. It's done by me, but it will be coming back in the next week or so. Just I've had should we say, somebody constantly hounding me. Yeah. So that's why it's done.
It's being stalked.
Yeah, basically. And as you know, my wife went away, left me at home on my own. I was playing on my phone, as you do. I accidentally bought a motorbike. I've been playing with that.
I was pressing off, love, and it said bye, and I got the 2 mixed up. Oh, no, it was all of a tether.
She's been home in a week. She's been home a week and only just found out about it. Take me dance.
If not everybody knows Luke's wife, we love Luke's wife. And if you've been following, am I allowed to say about your flying? Because you're the same as me.
Yeah.
We don't like flying. We don't like flying.
No.
So my wife was the same at the time. That if she wanted to go abroad, she'd go with the girls because they want to fly to Italy and places like that. I do not like flying. I get dizzy walking upstairs. So, well, she said, I can't wait to get home. I love him so much, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh. And then she gets home to find his brother. And how quick did the air turn blue?
She's all right. She's just worries about me riding it, but.
All right, okay. Sorry, apologies to those in the chat. Let's just catch up here for a sec. Good evening to Darren. Welcome back, Darren. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Darren.
Kev saying, I didn't know the magazine was still around. Used it, but now and again. Yeah, I went to. Well, I thought it was W.H. Smith's in a town called Burton-on-Trent, big brewing town near me. And they had a W.H. Smith's there, and it's gone. What happened to W.H. Smith's all of a sudden? Why has that disappeared off the face of God's green earth? But it's been brought out by another stationery stroke magazine company. And I went in and I said, have you got the Diecast Collectors magazine? And we only have one copy, I'm afraid. It's like Peter Kay going down south and asking for mushy peas, and they're going, we don't have mushy peas down here. You know what I mean? They don't do gravy. They don't do gravy. They've got no gravy down south. That kind of thing. So it was, they got one copy of this Diecast and Collectors, and it had gone. So I had a chat with the lads, and I said, shall we invest in a few copies, and we have done. So that was what that was all about.
I think that's been going for a lot of years.
Yeah. I had it for the thing was, Mark, I had it for a while, and it's a bit like that mysterious Tonka. It's disappeared up its own. Yeah, I can't find them anywhere.
Yeah.
Whether I won't cast aspersions, but everywhere I've looked, and I have stripped that. When you come up, you'll see that front room there's nothing left in there. So I've been through everything, and it's disappeared. Anyway, bye.
That's the only thing with magazines that if you collect magazines on a monthly basis, they after a while they soon build up, and you got different stacks.
I only got 4 or 5 copies.
I used to years ago. I used to have the Practical Classics. I had a brilliant car magazine, the Practical Classics. That one and other modern related magazines, and I suppose online stuff, it's a lot easier. You haven't got tons of paper laying around your house. You know what I mean?
The only thing is, I can't find where you can download it. If you can download it, it may be that you can't download it. You just pay to view of.
It might be in the magazine itself. There might be a note in there in the magazine.
I mean, we haven't gone through it too much. We had a quick brief look through it. Anyway. Russ saying, I PJ Martin and Luke. Good evening, mate. And I, Kev. Didn't know the magazine still around. Well, it is. Collector's Gazette was my favourite, and a bit cheaper than the Diecast Collector.
Yeah.
Not one I'd heard of.
Yeah, all those are gone now.
I know you can still get an
Exchanging Mark
magazine. That's still available.
Exchanging Mark, that used to be out a lot. You always get that. Walk home and Exchanging Mark.
Ian's saying a bit of sad news. The voice from behind Mr. Ben in the clothes shop and the animation back in the day when I were a lad. Ray Brooks has gone to meet the shopkeeper in the sky. R.I.P. It's been a bad month this month, really. This month straight back in the last month. If there is at such a place as upstairs, they must be having one hell of a party just lately. Biggest rock concert going on up there. If it's thundering, that'd be Lemmy and Ozzy, Bowie, Freddie. Christ, they're all. I don't know. Anyway, evening all, says Darren. Kev, I was away in Derbyshire. Whereabouts, Kev? Whereabouts? God's country, obviously, from last weekend till yesterday. So today I've refreshed a Barago Ferrari 308 GT, resprayed from red to yellow.
Nice.
Nice one, Kev.
I
Well
like
done,
the
mate.
flowers in yellow, to be
Yeah.
fair. That's a nice choice. Russ, Luke, scale, yes, sorry, Russ, I should have picked that up sooner. Russ saying that your channel's disappeared, Luke. So
Yeah,
it's on Luke's terms, not
yeah.
YouTube.
I'm getting a bit of trouble at the moment, Russ, but it's calmed down now. It's obviously through some user that doesn't quite like what I'm doing. Got what did he call? It's not stalking. Is it someone else?
I'm not allowed to say on there.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're like keyboard warriors,
trolling.
aren't they?
That's it.
Trolling.
Trolling, yeah. Gone right through my social medias, so there you go. It's was getting really, really heavy stuff. So everyone's just took it down for now, just while things settle down.
Don't ever say thank you again. Is there anything I can play? Yeah, John, I think I'm behind with the chat. Don't know what happened. Nothing spectacular, John. We're just playing around the houses a bit and a bit of chat about what's going on. Kev, W.H. Smith is now T.G. Jones. Quite right, Kev. Well spotted. That's who it was.
T.J. Jones. Not T.J.
Not T.J. Jones, not a member of the family, but T.G. Jones. Yes. And Mick, and finally, hopefully I've caught up. Mick says he's still working on my Matchbox motorway. Now, if you aren't already, I think most people are a member of the DMC Facebook group. Go and join. There's a cracking video that Mick's put up of his Matchbox motorway working, and his buildings are a work in progress as well. So well done, Mick. Nice job. Good job. Where were we? Anything else, Luke?
No, that's it. That's me. I got myself into enough trouble. I'll do.
About 5 years before she goes to Molly again on her own. Tell you.
I think it's about time. I think it's about time we distanced ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We'll be holidaying in the UK for the next 5 years, mate.
That's qualified by you, mine.
All right. What about? I've done a right eclectic mix this week. I've painted a 3D model. I've done an Airfix kit, and I've started work on the diecast car, believe it or not. So I've gone from doing next to nothing to pretty much doing everything. So if you didn't see, the lads have seen this, but this is the Black Knight from Monty Python.
I love it.
Smart.
So it does say "'Tis but a scratch," and I've been using,
"'Tis but a scratch." It's only a flesh wound.
Yeah, "'Tis but a scratch." I've used the Citadel paints. So this was done in what's called Chaos Black, which I know it's black, but I rant and rave about this Chaos Black. It is the best black I've ever come across, but it's black. But there's something about it. You can paint on top of it very, very easily. And then I've used some of the technical paints. I've got a bit of work to do on the sword. The silvers, the Citadel silvers, like for warriors and armor and stuff like that. Brilliant. And then I've used
airbrush, PJ, or is it hand paint now?
Sorry. The Chaos Black was a can, like an iCoat can.
Ah, right, yeah.
And then everything else been hand painted on it, but it dries that well. If you add a bit of water to it, because there's the thing with the Citadel paints is you add to the base coats quite a bit of water, and the contrast colours less water. Technical paints they're already mixed kind of thing, so it could be sand or rust or something like that. I've got I started off with 3. I've got 105 Citadel paints now. You know what I mean? I can start going to Citadel shop, but they're brilliant. I didn't think, I've tried Revel and Airfix and stuff like that in the past, but the Citadel paints for this kind of thing, for 3D printed models and stuff like that, and Airfix kits, brilliant. So I did that. Aldi, my favourite shop. You can't get a job there, but my favourite shop.
Is it Aldi or Lidl?
Sorry, but how can I say my favourite shop and then get the wrong one? Lidl's. Apologies,
Right.
Lidl's. I went to Lidl's and they were selling off some Airfix kit, selling Airfix kits, and I got the Duck army vehicle.
Right.
So I did that on a Friday night, and we were talking in the chat, and then give a bit of the paints that came with it, and added some Yo paints for the camouflage. So that was that. And then, lo and behold, completely left field, my mum and dad asked me if I'd do a die-cast car for the guy across the road who owns our local deli shop in the town, who lives opposite my mum and dad. And when he comes home from work, he'll come over to mum and dad. They've got to know him very well. His name's Mark, and he'll give them salad boxes and cobs and, fresh made cobs and all this kind of thing. And as she said, in his spare time, when he gets spare time, because the guy's up at ridiculous o'clock in the morning, he's building a Triumph Herald. And she said he had it parked outside all day today, and I missed it, but that's the point. She says, have you got one that I could buy off you, and we could give to him? So having talked to JMO and Martin about the various flavours of the Triumph Herald, I went for the Corgi Toys one, and that is the body. And
nice, mate.
I took up some advice from Luke about spraying into the top of a can lid, so you got some paint to work with, because the blue, the Olympic blue mark, it'd been stood for 3 days in the sunlight, so to bake it on, just peeled off in places. So perhaps I've left too smooth a finish on the body.
Got to keep it all.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I touched it up with some paint, and then I thought, I had a moment of inspiration. I got a piece of card, and because it's quite linear, I was able to hold a piece of card, top tip if you want, piece of card over the white and spray down onto the blue to touch it up. But as Martin said, you've got to be very steady with your hands to hold the card. So what you could effectively do is you might notice that the shower curtain's gone, Luke, just because you upset me. So the shower curtain's gone. So this is what the place really looks like. So what you can do is get another pair of helping hands and put a piece of card in the helping hands and hold it in front of or across to block off, what you don't want to paint, and it acts as a guard. So there's a top tip. And I did that, so I've done that as well. And I've just got and I meant to ask Martin, so a bit of information for everybody. Hello from our sponsors, Lidl's. Yeah, I wish. Martin, I did say on Friday, and I'm going to have to write it down now because you know what I'm like by the end of Friday night. I don't know my own name. What was that liquid that you said about cleaning tyres? Was it?
Oh yeah, that's that was a tip from Peter. He's in the chat. Glycerine.
Yeah, what liquid was it?
Glycerine.
Listerine.
Liquid glycerine.
I thought he said something was like tyre redress or something like that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That was. It was tyre dressing. Sorry. Yeah. I use that for after
you clean it.
If you got a bit of after wash my tyres and clean my tyres, and just brighten up a little. I use tyre dressing.
And is that like a stupid question? This is it a full size tyre canister or is it just a modelling?
No, it's a full tyre. We auto glib from the motor shop.
Yeah.
Tyre dressing.
Tell you what's good stuff as well. WD-40 silicone. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, silicone. Yeah.
Made by WD-40.
You'll have him buying. That's. He's like now. Luke, he's be out of the shop tomorrow on Amazon or whatever it'll be. A bottle of tyre, a bottle of this,
I've got to start being very picky and choosy about what I get nowadays, I tell you, for other reasons.
Yeah, the glycerin, what Pete was on about was revitalise your tyres.
Yeah,
you know,
Right, okay.
soften them up and
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll have to get a mix and match of that. Because I'd heard about Dettol and just washing it in warm water, then soaking it in Dettol.
Oh, to be honest with you,
You're not a fan, are you?
I'm not a fan of Dettol. I had a bad experience on a couple of occasions, and no, I don't.
No, you're my mentor, so that's that out the window.
Yeah, that might be the fact that I've done it wrong, but I did leave some stuff over longer than it should have been, and it absorbed all the Dettol. Well, not all of it, but it absorbed the Dettol into the plastic and totally ruined it, and made it all soft and horrible. And I left it on the windowsill for weeks, and it still stank like a public toilet. It was awful,
Yeah, and just to I never thought, but just to finish that off, obviously a lot of the Corgi toys chassis are black, but I use my favourite, which is the Sierra beige for the bottom. So I think it's going to look quite on the windscreen. The windscreen, I can't speak strongly enough about those sanding pads, which is I've got. I think I've showed them before.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Tamiya do a selection of stuff.
From 600 right up to 3,500. So if you're after doing windscreens, but the windscreen came up. It was covered in paint. It's come up crystal clear. So I'm well pleased with that.
Can you use those?
I use them wet.
Yeah.
You can use them wet.
If you watch my video.
What video? What video is that? What video is that?
If you watch the last video, it's on there.
Every 10-year centenary video that you put up, yeah.
I'd like to say, I've done this cleaning with these pads in the last 2 videos. So if you've seen either of them,
yeah, right, yeah, okay, mate, yeah. You got something in your eye, mate. You got something in your
eye. So yeah, go and have a look, and you'll see that it. Obviously, the stronger the grit, it clears off all the garbage, but then it leaves all your it leaves a scratched surface. But it does. I've got no faith in them. I've got no. Martin will tell you I was very insecure about doing sanding on windscreens, and then this magic. It's like, all of a sudden you're a wizard, PJ. You can make clear windscreens. It was like magic. So it was like Hogwarts stuff to me, this was. And then I used the Novos scratch remover. As with a lot of these things, the size of the bottle means nothing really, because you only put a droplet on. Only a droplet. And then buff it up with a little tack life, circular on the lowest speed, or second to lowest speed, circular motion, wipe it all off. Well pleased. So there you go. That's me waffling on for quite long enough. So yeah, I had a good. I've had a good session this week with bits and bobs. Still got the scanner to sort out. I'm committed next week to sorting the scanner out. Now that I've made some progress on some of these models. Hello from our sponsor Lidl. Darren laughed his head off. Looks good, PJ. Thank you, Russ. That's super. Love the colour on the arrow. Thank you, John. Darren, nice job, PJ. I've got a couple of old Airfix arrows. Oh, Airfix arrows.
I've got one at home somewhere. Yeah.
Ian, Dr. Johnson's disinfectant from Poundland, only 55p. It's good and not as strong as Dettol.
I'll keep away from the medical products. I'll do my oven cleaner. That'll do.
I used some of that, believe it or not, for actually cleaning the oven the other day.
That's not what it's used for, Paul. You don't use that to clean your oven, mate. Come on.
Who'd have thought using oven cleaner on your oven?
Yeah, ridiculous. Then we said that.
I will say it works better on die-cast stuff than it does on the oven.
Yeah.
You're right.
So where have we? I think we've caught up with everything. So welcome to everybody. It's good. The introductions took us 50 minutes, which is good news. That means we're not going to be struggling. Hello to everybody. Thanks for joining us. As always, thank you to those that have donated. If you haven't, please either come and subscribe, and if you want to be a benefactor, I mean, have your name including the credits of our monthly videos, you know what to do. One last probe. Where did that come from? One last bit from me before we move on to the next topic is our monthly challenge. As Martin has pointed out, yes, this month it's the Scrapyard Challenge. So any scrapyard themed vehicle or diorama setting, knock yourselves out. Even if you print off a scrapyard background and stick it to cardboard and stick a car in front of it, something like that, entirely up to you. And then the most important one that we do in the year is our Paint It Blue Challenge, where we raise charity for the Alzheimer's Society. We've raised over £1,000 over the last 4 years. There will be a constant battering after the 15th of this month with adverts and links and goodness knows what. So, I mean, I'll push it hard to raise funds. So please have some patience. It means a lot to us. Those that suggested that we create it in the first place, it means a lot. The reason is that some of the people that helped create it have lost relatives since when we did it 4 years ago. So it means a lot to us. So if you want to donate, you don't even have to take part. Just donate to the fund. It'd be great. And we were recognised. I don't know where I put the card somewhere. I've got it. Oh, there we go. A few words here last time. We were recognised by the Alzheimer's Society. You are really appreciated. Thank you for your support from the Alzheimer's Society. It's not just a printed card, because inside we got a nice little message that said, "Dear Paul, at Alzheimer's Society, we're deeply grateful to the Diecast Modelers community, our community, for making a life-changing difference to the day-to-day lives of people affected by dementia. Thank you so much for all your support, your kind support, best wishes, Morgan Enkner, regional fundraiser." So, yes, it's only a card with a bit of writing in it, but it goes to show that they've recognised us, and we recognise everybody who takes part as well. So there we go. That's enough of that. So while Martin's away, I'm not going to do something dirty on Martin. But what I did do was, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about Hot Wheels and whether. Kev saying, I didn't miss it, Kevin. I just forgot to read it out. Sorry. Kev saying, so you was in proper Derby. PJ, in case you missed it, I was staying with my brother in South Normanton, not a million miles away from me, Kev, about 15 minutes. John, check to be in the post Tuesday, Paul. Bless you, John. To you and all the rest they donate. It's much appreciated. So I went downstairs, because I have to go downstairs now, and picked up the kind of thing that I collect on as Opfix vehicles. So I've got about 9 here. So that is the Land Speeder from Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars fan, but it was just not a car. Terrible way of phrasing it, but I thought I like that, and they're usually only a couple of quid each, so I've got that. Those that know me well know I'm a massive comic book fan, so DC and Marvel. So I've got the X-Jet from the X-Men, and I've got a blue version of this as well. So there's the Blackbird, as it's known, and not the X-Jet. It's called the Blackbird from X-Men. I'll put that to myself for a moment. Now, this isn't my favourite version of the Batmobile, but I like this. A camo version. Oh, that's pretty cool, that is. I quite like that.
Yeah. Different, isn't it?
Yeah, I quite like that. So I've got that. Now this is Auto World, which I'd never heard of at the time. Silver screen machines, and that is Christine from the horror movie. Just a collection. I've got 9 cars that are not dinky diecast, but they're on cards because we were talking about Hot Wheels. A few weeks.
Yeah, that one from
yeah.
Say again, mate.
Where was that one from, mate?
Now that, my friend, is a damn fine question. I think it's from a toy shop that I've been known to nip into occasionally. Place called Toy Master. I think it.
Oh right, yeah. I know. Yeah, Toy Master.
And they sometimes do the screen. You can get the Jada diecast, like the 25th Batmobile and stuff from there. I saw this, and everybody knows that I'm a sucker for a BGT. So that was the Matchbox version of the BGT that came out fairly recently. I was looking up. The British cars, if they sell them in the supermarkets like Morrison's and Sainsbury's, but the British cars go bang, gone. You can't get them. Where did I get this from? Oh, the same shop, I think. Toy Master. Love this. The Barris coach.
Oh right, yeah.
Fantastic. Not the Addams Family. The Munsters.
Love
it. I did. Martin once sent me up I think it was a bone shake, not a bone shake, a tea bucket. That was we convert that, and then managed to get one. So that is still on a piece of card, Martin, sealed up. I said I would, if I couldn't do it, I hadn't got use of it, couldn't use it, I wouldn't use it. And a monster truck. This one blew me away. The TV series Batmobile as a monster truck, which I think is just, I love it. It's it's out there. It's not true to style, but look at that. That's, you got to have it. As soon as you see it, you got to have it. Haven't you? You just got to have it. You got to have it. And then there was, and going back on topic about collecting cars, Hot Wheels. There was talk about the Ford Escort, and did they do any? And I'm here to prove that yes, they did. So there is the 70s Ford Escort RS 1600.
Yeah,
I'm not sold on the wheels, but and as you can see on the door, it says number 1. So when we go to we go to Stafford and places like that, I picked up number 3, and again it's a 70s Ford Escort RS 1600.
Nice.
So we've got 1 and 3. If anybody's got 2 and they want to just depart with it, so be it. Look, lovely. And then they're not on a card, but in a box. I don't know how you got in the box. It looks like something. Looks like one of Mick's Temu boxes, but it's not quite the same thing. But there's number 4. So my gut feeling tells me there's a number 2 out there somewhere.
So where's the Ford Pop then? You said.
Yeah, that's nice. I was expecting an 100.
That's not a Ford Popular.
Smart 2.
No, Ford Popular.
Mark 1 and 2.
It's a Mark 1 Escort, a Mark 2 Escort. There's no Popular ever been near it.
That's not based on the. That's based on the top body.
No.
Oh,
The Ford Popular is like set up and beg. It's an old thing. What the hot rod back in the 60s.
Well, there you go.
He's lost it, Lou. He ain't got a clue, mate, has he? He just doesn't know, mate.
I love him. JMO, good evening.
JMO.
Hey, mate,
Love you, John. We all love.
tell him off.
Tell
More
me
popular,
off.
will you?
Yeah, you have been haunting Luke on his Facebook page. Just asking. So there you go. My Ford Escorts. I'm after number 2.
I think it's the same as a Mark 1, but a different colour.
Yeah.
Sure it is.
Yeah. PJ spent all his pocket money. and some. Right, so moving on now, Martin's back. Let's have a look at this. Let's move on to this Diecast Collectors magazine. Mark II Escort had 1,100 popular. Mark II Escort had 1,100 popular. I had one. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll have a look at this magazine. If anybody wants, it may take a while for everybody to catch up, but if you want us to go back to a page, make a note of the page. We'll go back to it and we'll have a look. There's 64 pages. Obviously, it's a double spread. So let's have a look what we've got. There we go. Let's blow it up.
Excuse me, Mel.
So if you're on a mobile phone, you're going to probably struggle a bit. To be fair, I can zoom in if you need us to do so, like so. But anyway, so this is September 2025, issue 335, and it's called Blue Diamonds, the story behind Corgi's new aviation archive, featuring the P51D Mustang Jersey Jerk, plus the latest collecting news. We may get tucked down after this, but we'll see. I don't think we're quite big enough yet to get to that stage, but still. Let's have a look what we've got. So you get, as with everything, you get plenty of adverts in these magazines. So the contents, let's see if we can just blow it up a tad. News and events, little and large, collecting by numbers, charting the evolution of the Matchbox Superfast range during the Lesney years from 69 to 82, something probably Phil would be interested in. So there you go, double spread. Steady, JMO, steady. There's no need for it. The A to Z of diecast. Top vintage models, your models, a pictorial snapshot of your prized diecast models and collections. So you should be able to send pictures into this place. I did try, but I was hoping they would join our DMC group, but I never got a reply from them. Your diecast related questions shared with the editor. A female perspective, Hazel Ralston considers the world of model collecting through different eyes. 10 new models, 6 pages looking at the latest models in depth. They are mainly expensive models, I will say that. High summer, diecast collectors model shop, etc., etc. So we'll go through the pages. There's some glorious cars in here. I think it was when we got to one particular double spread that everyone was going, oh, can I have a look at that? Can I look at that? So this will give you a gist of what the Diecast Collectors magazine is about. So Aviation 72's new Saab Drakens have landed, and F1, the movie from Hot Wheels. Highly anticipated majorette models. The first wave of majorette's highly anticipated collection series should begin to hit the UK stores in September and October, comprised of Chevrolet's 1995 Bel Air. So yeah, it looks like Majorette are pushing to get back in the scene. Lansdowne models are back. The Matrix Celebration models. There's brands that I've never heard of, to be honest. This is just a model shop. Brand new rad scale collectibles. So rad scale collectibles. So again, there is quite a lot of model makers out there. Now this one, this is where it all kicked off last time, because we was debating about this Ford Capri. As much as I'm a BGT fan, I'm a Ford Capri fan. And this apparently appeared in the professionals. And J-Mo reckons it appeared in a couple of episodes. I just do not remember it. I remember the silver one, the gold one, and there was a black one. But apparently there was a tan with a looks like a light tan vinyl roof, but I don't remember seeing it. And neither do some of the other boys. So, but there you go. Matrix models again. Some of these vehicles of yesteryear, they look glorious. They do. But look at the price, £120. I'll pass. I'll pass. I have to save my money for what Mr. Dare tells me I need to get. Newly tooled project 207 tractor. Wise Toys released its classic models. Another brand I've never heard of. Wise Toys. Nobody's stopping us in the chat, so that's a trade. Go small scale racing with AO Racing Spike the Dragon by Sparky. Again, never heard of them. Auctioneer's site. So there's a lot of advertising you're paying for in these magazines. The super sleek, stylish Solido Silvia. High Summer. You can't beat a V-dub, can you? You know, the V-dub Buzz. Very nice. Advertising. David's Cars and Other Pastimes. That's what I would call a Ford Pop. Am I not right in thinking that?
No, that's Escort, mate.
When you say, I'm on about a Ford Escort Popular, not a Ford Pop. The Ford Escort Pop.
No, I never heard of them. You got your Ford Escort Mark 1 and then your Mark 2s.
Oh, yeah, okay. So the David's Cars and Other Pastimes. Look at this. Everybody hated the Allegro until they brought it out as a model, and everybody's going, "Oh, that looks nice."
The Allegro's got a cult following now, hasn't it? Because of it wasn't not a very good car. It's one of those cars. It's a nice classic. I think a high-end version of that.
The one that we all gravitated towards was the Triumph Dolomite, which looked glorious.
Nice.
We've got Safari Rally Scale models. I just feel like I'm waffling now. Safari models. The Bewley American and Custom Show. Okay, so that's full-size vehicles. The Range Rover reaches 55. Range Rover owner and enthusiast Steve Coles concludes his exploration of the models produced of the Range Rover Classic. So they're models. There we go. Loads of Range Rovers. Happy 50th goes to visit the Coventry Diecast Model Club. Never heard of. The Ford Mustang.
Mustang.
Look at that. Looks glorious. We'll zoom in on that. Look at that. Wow. Looks like a Luke special, that does.
on that one. Lovely that.
Nice, isn't it? Yeah. But you can't argue with something like this, can you? Look at
Oh,
that.
come on.
Yeah, look at
The
that.
E-Type. What a classic, beautiful British car that is. If
It's
you've ever
lovely, the
seen
yellow. That primrose yellow they used to use in that was a nice colour.
it did come out, the 61 Jaguar E-Type Coupe on its card, note the lack of quotation, marks on the modern version. This yellow dates from 2009.
Yeah.
Did you see that model they were doing on Top Gear where they were taking them and doing like turning them into ultra modern, putting a big engine in them and stuff like that? Do you watch the series on there?
No, I didn't see that.
Like, yeah, it's a hell of a car.
Jersey Perk. Moving into aviation now. Never been one for collecting big diecast. Sorry, never been one for collecting diecast planes. This month,
Very popular.
yeah. This month, Alan Bryce continues with the letter R. Okay. Oh, you can't call it the letter R because he called it Revel. It's a Ford Thunderbird. It starts with a bloody F. Was that just me? A Ramy. Jaguar sports car. It's going back in the day. Mr. Dare.
Yeah. Yeah, SS 100s. Oh, there you go. Nice.
Subscribe and save sale results. This was something we had a quick look at to see, what the current prices are going for. Now, obviously, these are at auction houses, and but the point is, some of these things are still going for big money. I remember seeing Martin do that, the snowplow.
Snowplow, yeah.
One of his videos. Yeah. Sold for only £25. There's a lot of work in that. I expect as a new model to go for big money, but what do I know? So the Lotus Esprit from Bond 269 went for £70. You Only Live Twice, that went for £280.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. I mean, you'd expect things of an age like the Magic Roundabout to fetch probably more money, but £80.
Yeah.
Basil Brush from when I was a kid, £80.
It all depends on what you're collecting, I suppose. If you're into TV theme stuff, and you haven't got something, you're going to pay big money for it, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I did one of them, the Campbell Bluebird, £42. So, I mean, a lot of these vehicles will be, a lot of the guys will recognise as models that they've done themselves and worked on, including things like this Impala State Patrol car, which only went for £22. I imagine if it's in good nick and it's in a box, that's a bit of a bargain.
Right.
You like American cars, don't you, Luke? You're
I do, mate.
Your models. So somebody's sent some pictures in there saying I've been collecting cars since '78. My first was a 124 scale Barago Mark II Ford Escort from Venice in Italy. This month's winner. So obviously you send us a photo a little bit about the collection for your chance to be included and win a brand new diecast model worth at least £10. So you can send your collection into diecast collectors with a chance of winning.
Yeah, I think they're mostly, aren't they?
Yeah. And then we've got the classifieds, which is we're almost there, boys. Toy Fair Times and the classifieds. Norav goes to the movies. These just as a side note, if you're trying to buy figures like this to populate your dioramas, they can cost an absolute fortune. So if you've got to find a way of 3D printing them, my suggestion is 3D print them. And that is it. Exit to library. So our library consists of one magazine so far. So I'll stop sharing. Bored everybody to tears with that, I imagine. Stop sharing. So that's what's in this month's Diecast Collectors Club. Your thoughts on the magazine, Martin?
Yeah, it's good for collectors because they can get up to date what's coming out, existing stuff that they might be missing in their collection, and it's interesting to see how many companies are actually producing die-casts now, opposed to what there was years ago. Because now they've obviously gone from toys to actual models now, haven't they? They're real models now, and they're very good quality models. I mean, Vanguard, Corgi Vanguards, when they came out, they were good with all extra bits and pieces on them. But now I think these days, 2025, some of the models out there now they're beautiful. They're absolutely cracking. The paint, the extra details, just that piece. You wouldn't nowhere near collector's items, and I find so much stuff out there. Like when we go to the toy fairs, there's so much there. Whether you're collecting commercials, cars, whatever, there's so much of the new stuff out there. It's just mind blowing. You can't. If you're looking for lorries, I mean, there's beautiful, absolutely stunning lorries, but where would you put it all? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's huge. It's big business now, and I think those sort of magazines are very good because they're good reference guide, and for what you're looking for, or you've seen, I've not seen that one before, and then you've seen it, you go looking for it, it gives you the information where they got it from, and you also get a look at the picture when it's not in a box. You can see it outside the box and have a good look at it. Yeah. I think it's a good magazine.
Yeah,
I think they should have a bit at the back though. They should have a back page for restored vehicles.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a diecast. I think I mentioned to you, Mark. It's called Robinson's. We've got a diecast salesman in Burton, in Biggertown, to us, and it's all the premium stuff. It starts at 30 quid and works its way up. And I've never seen him sell out, to be honest. But and it must cost a bob or two just to rent the space in the town centre.
Yeah.
But there you go. So nice little filler that one is. Right. Let's do part one of a quiz, and then we'll get someone to pull a number out. Just let me just catch up with the chat. Apologies. Let's see where we are. Yep, regular. Phil, yeah, regular and super fast wheels. Really enjoy restoring them. JMO, it is in the early episode and is 5 episodes, including the banned episode Klansman, due to racial overtones. I owned a Mark II Escort 1100 Popular. They were the bottom base model. Yes, I may be getting my terminologies mixed up. I'm sure if there was a Mark I Popular though.
Yeah, the Popular, it was like a trim level on the newer Escorts. And then before that was the third pop that had the big wings on. And then the 100, they call that their Popular as well.
Yeah,
they did.
400E.
No, the Prefect wanted that. The Prefect, sorry, yeah.
The Prefect. It was a bit of a strange one because there was a Ford Angular, which was a square one. And there was also a Ford 105E. There was also a Ford 105E and a Ford Angular. They looked very similar. It square ones, because I had a blue one. It had a side valve engine in it. But then the older one before that was the big one with the big fat wings on the front, and a lot of them used to convert with the Jag independent black suspension and the Viva front. Seeing all the custom
Top the V8
car magazines back then, they had they were an angel. Weird that they named those. But
you see, there's one here. It's a 1989. I've got my terminologies mixed up, but it's a Ford Escort 1.3 pop. So that was more like the one I had in the late 80s. But yeah, the square Popular Plus, Martin. Ford Escort 1300 Popular Plus was one. But yes, not the Mark 1 and the original Mark 1 and Mark 2s that I thought of. Anyway, so Ford Escorts. Let's go with Ford Escort RSs. Love them. I love that shape of the Ford Escort.
The thing is, though, it amazes me the amount I used to go through loads of them things, those Escort Mark 1s, and the amount I've scrapped and the amount I've bought for 20 quid back in the day. You know, just to get you to work them back, you know. And I've had several of those, and now I think the price of it.
Yeah,
hey,
unreal.
Mark 1 Escort had no popular model. It started as at standard trim. The Mark S, the Mark.
I think it was they did an L, didn't they?
Stripped down version of the L. Sit up and beg popular, says John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm working backwards here. Ian says the Ford Transit celebrates its 60th birthday this weekend. Wow. Sorry, Ian says.
Really? Say that, right?
Yeah.
Everyone loves it.
It's as old as me. I don't know what that quite says about me. John said
Transit Sport, mate, beautiful car, Transit Sport.
John,
I remember it was that German girl who took one around the Nuremberg ring. She died now, isn't she?
Is that the one that used to be on
Top Gear? She was on Top Gear for a bit, weren't she?
She was a qualified racing driver, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, she said she launched that Transit round that Nuremberg ring. Flipping, ain't it? Yeah.
That's that. There you go. Yeah, sad that. Right, I think we pretty much caught it. So, well, what time we got? We've only got 35 minutes left, so we'll do a quiz. If we get a chance, we'll get someone to name a topic out of our list, or a number of one of the topics in our list. I didn't save it last time, so somebody will have to remind me if we've had it before. So let's Martin, pick somebody from the chat to pick a number between 1 and 500.
Peter,
pick us a number from between 1 and Sabine Schmidt. Quite right, Jamie. Sabine, yes. Pete, if you're still there, give us a number between 1 and 500, and we'll pick that out the official DMC quiz book. It was not officially put together by the DMC, and all copyright pending. We'll get sued. Sabine Schmidt, the Queen of the Ring, says Kev. We'll give Pete another few seconds. We need to kind of include a timer somewhere. I'll work on that for next time we do this. So
you need your bell back.
Need the bell.
There
you go. That's if anybody's that's to set the dog off. Thanks for that, Luke. If anybody's interested, that's to cut people off on Friday night because they've gone on too long and nobody else can get a word in. That was the idea behind that. She also won a competition horse. She was also a competition horse rider.
I think we should move on because I think Peter's not there.
Pete may not be there. Luke, pick somebody from the chat.
JMO.
Number between 1 and 500. I've got to shoot the dog. I swear I'm going to shoot the dog. Somebody check in next week to see whether I've still got a dog. I probably will. Jamie, give me a number between 1 and 500. I know we're about 15 seconds behind, so... Well, the Bears and the Dolphins made a 24 each draw. After all that, I'm a bit of an NFL fan, a bit of a Bears fan. Jamie, are you still there? So I'm quiet. If not, well,
the amount of people don't
amount of people, then we're struggling for numbers. Well, we'll just 58. There we go. 58.
Yeah.
58. It better be good now after all that. 58. 58. Oh, God. Oh, you're going to love this, chaps. So this is quiz 58, and I'll get the answers. The quiz is called, wait for it, the Romans.
There we go.
We are the Romans, we are the Christians. Yes, said. What's that? Not a 9 o'clock news.
Only enough, I just started watching The Plebs on Netflix, which is comedy. Right, get ready, chaps.
Sure.
I think we should all get the first one. Luke might know his ancient history better than he knows his modern history, so he might be able to get this one. Question 1: who was the famous love of Mark Antony in Roman times? Steady on. Have a think about it. We need an hand raised when one of you got it. So Martin's got it. Luke's
Can't think of it.
Doesn't know his ancient history either. This is going to be a bit of... Right, we'll wait for the chat. We'll wait for the chat. Quo vadis, our kid, said JMO. Was she a model from the sun or something? I don't know. I don't know what that means. We've got one answer. We've got Mr. Ian Ollie with an answer. Got 2. Right. Go on, Mark. Cleopatra. Martin's saying. Luke's shaking his head. And
I thought Cleopatra was with Julius Caesar.
Oh, she was a bit of a goer.
Ah, right, because Mark Antony was his right-hand man.
Well, yes.
That's what you know what.
Probably literally. Yeah.
Richard Burton.
He was a bit of a goer.
So Russ, Cleopatra, Gemma, Cleopatra, Darren, Cleopatra, John, Cleopatra, Kev, Cleopatra. Okay. She was a jazz singer. Mick saying, what did Roman...
More mixed with it, Kev.
And he's also saying Cleopatra. It was indeed Cleopatra. Question 2.
Easy.
How did the Romans refer to the mass of the people? How did the Romans refer to the mass of people of people?
I think I know.
Apparently, Sid James says, yes, you've been watching far too much telly, James. Carry on, movers. So Sid James played Mark Antony in Carry On Cleopatra. I think it was. Kev said Cleopatra, correct. Yeah. So a group of people. What did the Romans refer to the mass of the people, or a group of people as? So Luke thinks he might have an answer here. Think you got an answer there, Mark? You got a guess?
Yeah, I was going to say the masses, but
The masses.
I think it was the mob.
The mob. Says Luke. I'm going to say boys, no and no.
Yeah.
Countrymen and women. Friends, Romans, countrymen. He's starting a speech there at Kevis. No. We'll give it another 10 seconds. A 10, a 9, 876, 54, 3, 2, 1. Well, I mentioned it earlier, actually. They called them the plebs or plebeians.
That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Right. Question 3. This is going to end up being tougher than we thought it was. What was the name of the supreme advisory body to the magistrate in Roman times? So who were the top governors and what were they called as a group?
I know.
So effectively their
parliament. Yeah, I think I've got it.
Okay. Let's set the first one to come up with
throw him to the floor.
Throw him to the floor, Centurion. Slap him again, son? Yes, indeed, slap him again. So we've got 2 questions on the go here and 2 sets of answers by the looks of it. Darren's calling them countrymen. If you're answering question 1, it was question 2, it was the plebs. All plebs, says Russ. Yes, Russ was there. John saying Romans, countrymen and women. Women? Romans, countrymen. Was that how he went? No, it's friends. Friends, Roman, countrymen. Was it countrymen, friends? I'm at it now, John. I love you.
Put the cap back. Put the cap back on the bowl.
Citizens. Yes. Anyway, we're on to the Supreme Advisory Body. We've got 2 answers, but we'll let Luke go with this. Go with it, Luke. Senate.
Yes.
Martin agrees. JMO's answering the Senate to everything, so he's right this time round. So you can't use it again, JMO. John's saying the Senate. Russ is saying the Pharisees. Okay. Or the 4 ECs. And Mick is saying the Senate. It was indeed, gentlemen, the Senate. Oh, this is a date one. On what date did the wait for it, because you'll all of a sudden you'll go, oh yeah, I've heard of that. What date did the Ides Ides of March take place? What date? It is a well-known date in the calendar year. If I'm right, I was wrong, but I'm by about 2 days, but I was close. So, what date did the Ides of March take place?
No.
And Jamo's answer to what date is biggest dickus? That is not actually a date. That is the name of a Roman. So get your act together, lad. Oh, I mean, this is tough. This one, isn't it? You think you know a lot about the Romans, and we know absolutely nothing. On what date did the Ides of March take place? Is anybody going to have a? You got 31 days in March.
By logic, it would be sometime in March, wouldn't it? By logic, wouldn't it?
John
the
said
Ides of March.
March. James went back with the 15th of March. Do you want to stab at it, Mark?
I'd say I'd stab at something like the 30th.
30th. Luke, go on, have a stab.
I think it was the 14th.
Come for a 14th. Oh, it's interesting that. Now, in the chat, we've got, because they've had plenty of chance to Google it by now, John was saying the 13th. You see, I thought the 13th, John. I love you, John. I thought the 13th, but I was wrong. JMO, Russ, Darren, Mick, Ian. Oh no, Mick. All went for the 15th, which is quite right. The 15th. I thought it was the Ides of March on the 13th, but it's the 15th of March. And Ian, 16th. So around us, we'd all covered it by except the right one. So there you go.
What year was it? I
What
remember
year?
the year. Yeah, what year was it?
Don't get technical on me.
They're not in the book.
No.
No.
I can't give you that. But I'm sure somebody could look it up and come
Did that
back.
film stab Julius Caesar on it? I think it
That
was.
What's the old quote from Carry On? I'd come back. I can remember Kenneth Williams saying it now. Infamy, infamy. They all had it, infamy. That was the old quote on it from
Infamy, yeah.
Yeah.
I know they do a coin or did a coin to commemorate that. If you find one, £1 million coin, Roman coin. Ides of March, yeah.
That's what you've got all the gear.
Yeah, you see, it was listening in history at school. You were listening.
As soon as you mentioned money, he's all over it, isn't he? You know that? Yeah, he's all
Yeah.
not over it like a rat. Question 5. What was a hippodrome? Hippodrome. HIPPODROME. Now, there's a possibility of two things getting mixed up together here, but we'll go for it. What was a hippodrome? It wasn't a hippo petting club centre. I will tell you that. If you need a bit of a tip, I'll give you that one free. What was a hippodrome? We'll see if we get. I'm going to. You know, hey. Strange answer, John. Suicide Squad. I don't know what that meant. Right. So apparently it's the Suicide Squad's headquarters, a hippodrome. I don't know. Darren saying a bath. A tu brute, says Mick. No, it wasn't where they manufactured Brute. That was an aftershave company. Russ is saying it's a music venue. Ooh. JMO saying a theatre. Ooh. John saying a Colosseum, which is kind of a thing on its own. Martin's waving his hand furiously saying, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I as far as I know, it's a what they call them. Yeah, it's a theatre. But it was never. Yeah, I'll go with theatre because I can't remember the other name.
We've yet to get
like a musical type of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
We've yet to get the right answer after all those answers.
Wasn't it
including Martin's
drag racing horses or something like that? There.
Oh, I mean, you've gone for that because there's nothing else left to choose, and that's why.
No, I'm sure I can't quite remember, but a bit fuzzy.
We love a Luke. It was a sports stadium.
Yeah.
Including horses. So your chariot races and stuff
That's
like that.
Chariot racing, yeah.
Were raised.
Okay.
One of my favourite first PC games was something. It was called Caesar 3, when you could build your own Roman town and all this kind of thing on the PC. And an hippodrome was when you'd made some money, you could build an hippodrome. Okay, if you'll stand shoot if you don't get this. Watling Street. You must have heard of that, Martin. You're down south. Was a Roman route in which country? I may have given that away, actually. Watling Street was a road in which country? When you're talking about plays and things, that was an amphitheatre. John said amphitheatre, but in the wrong place. So a Colosseum was the, I think that was where they had the gladiator fight in the Colosseum. The Hippodrome was the sports venue, the Wembley, if you like. And the amphitheatre was,
No, the amphitheatre were for the gladiators.
we may have to debate that. That discussion. You see, if I built an amphitheatre, you know what time we're getting to now. Yes, it's like he's on his back. He's fifth. An amphitheatre. If you brought one in Caesar 3, you got a actor guild was attached. So, JMOs, play for smoking pot and listening to Floyd. That's any place where you can smoke pot and listen to Floyd. That could be my. No, it's not. I'm going to say my backyard, but I don't smoke pot. Ross, England. John's, London, England. I live on it. Pretty much passes through my village as a marker post. Darren, England. Martin.
Yeah, same, England.
Luke.
Yep, they're in Watling Street.
I think it actually starts in London and heads north rather than starts in the north and heads south. I think it was the way of
there were like two main routes on it. There was Ermine Street, Watling Street.
Yes, good call. You can see he's done his
Roman history. He's done his Roman history.
No, it's only because there was probably money there. He's out with his metal detector.
That's the only way you find where the camp were. You can't get loot there. Yeah.
You'll find that Luke's historical knowledge is based on finance. And a bit of Floyd.
Roman city, isn't it?
That's a hippie drome. Boom, tush. Get your hat and coat, JMO. Exit stage left. Okay. Question 7. This is more humorous than I thought it was going to be. There you go. On what was Victoria... What was Victoria the Roman goddess? Good luck with that.
Not me. I've got a clue, mate.
I will say, if you need a tip, a lot of the answer is to do with the name.
You can't phone a friend.
Yeah, I'm here, but I'm not going to tell you. Can you give me the answer, PJ? I know you've only got to turn the page over. No, Martin, I can't. The answer is in the name. What was Victoria the Roman goddess of? And
Britannia.
Well, Watling Street was never going to be Italian. That's quite right. You don't know. They might have cut that bit off and replastered it and called it something else. Tarmacked it over. Darren's got an answer. So
yeah, I think I'll go with one as well.
Go on. Well, Venus was her name. Railway stations. So you're saying, JMO, that Victoria in the Roman times was the goddess of railway stations.
Yeah.
I think you've got your years a little bit. Yeah, that's worse than me in the Ford Pop. So we're going to go with Mr. Dare because he thinks he's got an answer. Go on, Martin.
I would say he was a god of war. Maybe.
Oh, you
Victoria, victory.
Track, but it's kind of the result of the war. So
Victory
is the answer. Well, Watling Street. Darren got victory. Well done, Darren. Railway station, says JMO. You're banned. Venus, says John. Victoria can't be the goddess of Venus, John. That's a movie we'd all like to see, probably on a men's night out. But
it is in John's world. It is in John's world.
It is in John's world. Kev says victory. Russ says the EastEnders pub. That's the old Vic, love. The EastEnders pub, yeah. The Vic's Ready Rub. Ooh. Are we getting into the realms of?
Yeah, that's next. That's next to the Fisherman's Friend, isn't it?
That's below your belt, Mr. Ollie. Mick Manley says victory. Correct. Very advanced, the Romans. So the answer was victory. Wow. On which?
We've got any more? Are these all Roman questions then?
The quiz is called, I did mention it, The Romans. And you can blame James.
That's just one question. I just thought I had one question. Yeah.
He did pick 58. We'll do 10 and 10 of another if you want. I don't mind.
No, you won't. Yeah.
On which Roman hill were the imperial palaces built? Good luck with that. I haven't got a Scooby. No, I've never heard of it. If anybody's got any answer to this, that'll be impressive. On which Roman hill were the imperial palaces built? How much do we know about our own history? Pretty not a lot, really, do we? No.
Yeah, that's Roman history, isn't it? Not British history.
Well, I think it's all. A lot of this is all. Well, yeah, Roman. Yeah, Mark Antony.
It's Roman history. That's Italian history, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm gonna do 10, and then what time have we got? We quarter to. I'm gonna do the next two. Then we'll go over to a potluck on Quest 59, which is potluck. We'll do 10 potluck questions. Very advanced. Nobody looks like they've got this. So the answer is the Palatine Hill. Never.
I knew that.
Never heard of it.
Just can remember it.
The Palatine Henman Hill says Russ. The Palatine Hill says Darren. Well, I'll give it you, Darren. Yeah, you're the only one that's got it right. In actual fact, you're the only two that come with Benny Hill. Says Ian. That's constructive, if nothing else. Comedy value alone. Okay, we've got two more, but let's get through these last two before we swap to something a little bit more. Well, I'm not sure what it'll be. And number 10 will suit JMO down to the ground. In which country can the remains of the if anybody says curry or India to this, they're wrong, right? It's just my lousy pronunciation. In which country can the remains of the Vindulander, or it might even be Vindulander, fort be seen? And it's not a curry house in, it's not a curry house. So,
Vindaloo, you mean? Yeah.
In which sorry, not country, I apologise. In which county can the remains of the Vindulander fort be seen? Wow, that was a mouthful. Lads, anything? Oh, Mark's got it. Mark thinks he knows.
No, I just got arthritis with my finger, sorry.
Boom, tush.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Thinks he's got it. In which county? So, in which county can the remains of the Vindulander fort be seen?
Okay, yeah.
We've got. Go on then, Mark. Let's see your answer.
I think it's. I can't remember. I think Adrian's Wall, isn't it? It's just by Adrian's Wall.
Adrian's Wall. Okay.
I think they've got a museum there now. It's a Roman museum. It's just
we're looking for a county, and John said Scotland.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's on this side of. I think it's this side of the wall, John, on the English side of the wall.
Oh, here we go. John saying Colchester. That's more like it.
Yeah, probably down south.
Gemma saying Yorkshire. Well, no to all the above, and including Martin. So no. I'll give it a 10 and no an 8-7, 6-5, a 4-3, 2-1. I'm gonna have a digital clock bar next time we do this. A really countdown, something to count down with. But it's Northumberland is the answer to the question. Northumberland.
Oh, right.
Yeah, didn't know that. Didn't know that. Darren's coming. It ain't. Mick says it ain't Dublin. Thanks for that, Mick. And Darren said it's Northumberland. Right.
Run down.
The last of the 10 of this, because it's drawn us all up the wall. This one is Mancunium. Mancunium was the Roman name for which English city?
It's in the name.
That's a bit of a tough one, isn't it, to finish up?
Yeah. It's got to be London.
It's not Skegness.
Not Liverpool either.
No.
Yeah, I think I'll have a go. I'll have a punt at that one.
Kev says the West. The West for apparently we're the Wild West. Kev, I don't know where you're going with that. You lost me there.
I think Kev's been at them bloody baby shams again.
Yeah. All righty. Kev's jumped in with. I'm not even going to ask the boys because Lord above it's so easy. Kev saying Manchester, Darren saying Manchester, Russ saying Manchester, Mr. Hollister, Manchester. I was at Skeg Vegas on Friday. James saying, you're picking on me? No, it's just the order that the questions came in. And you're famous. Well, you're not quite famous because you don't live in the centre of Manchester, but it's up your way. Mancunium was the Roman name for Manchester. There you go then. Wow. That was like pulling teeth, that one was. So we never asked JMO to pick a quiz again. He asked us once. We asked him once to come up with a name, an idea for a build. Can you remember the build he came up with, Martin?
Yeah. I'm still gives me nightmares and cold sweats.
If you want to find out what the quiz was, go to Mr. Dare's channel and look for Beefeaters challenges. And wow, it was an arse challenge, that was. Although there was some creative ideas, including a skip, I recall.
Yeah.
Quiz 59. We'll do 10 of these. It is 5 to 10. Potluck. This is potluck. Andy's here. Mucklil. Mucklil. We've got no idea where that is. Hi, Andy. Good to see you, buddy.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hello, everyone. Hello, mate. Good to see you. We're doing 10 potluck questions from our unofficial DMC Quizmaster book, Andy. You're more than welcome to take part. Kev saying, my brother JMO. I'll be careful how you pick your family members there, Kev. You know what I mean? Laudable. Number 1. What was the name of the hotel in the 2014 film starring Ralph Fiennes? I shall repeat. What was the name of the hotel in the 2014 film starring Ralph Fiennes? I think it's actually the title of the movie.
No.
Hi, Andy. Hello. Hi, Andy. See ya. Hi, Andy. I've just got on probably his exiting stage left already. So, what was the name of the hotel in the 2014 film starring Ralph Fiennes? JMO asked me something, says Kev. Okie dokie. We'll give it. It is quite a typing exercise. So, if we get part, I'll give you a point if anybody gets a part of it. And you can't use the word hotel because that's in the question. Russ says Marigold Hotel. Ian Helpfully says Crossroads. Oh dear, Crossroads. Come on, you've had plenty of time to Google it by now. I'm going to go with a 1098. Hotel California says Darren. I went to see the Eagles tribute band last night, mate. Listen to that, fantastic. If you ever get a chance to go and see Talon, if they're on in a town near you, go and see them. They are awesome. It was the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Don't know the film, but I remember the name. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know whether we should know this because we all collect historical things. What is the occupation of someone? Jamie's gone with Grand Budapest. I'm going to give it to him. I stayed at the Grand Budapest, says Andy. Oh, nice. Murder afoot there. Hotel Paradiso, says Mick. Guest House Paradiso, says Jamie. Right, okay, moving on to question 2. What is the occupation of someone who collects and maintains historical records? Oh, yeah, I've heard of it. I wouldn't have said that's what they were, but I've heard of it. Andy's saying I've seen Talon several times. I've seen 3 times now, mate. They were brilliant, and they were playing some stuff that they hadn't played for many years last night. So it was a bit of a treat. And where you get a tribute when you go to my local forestry centre, where we've got this amphitheatre, to quote the Romans. They usually have 2 bands on, but because the Eagles have got quite a depth of a discography, they were on all night.
Really big words, discography.
I even pronounced it right.
Yeah.
I even pronounced it.
You put that quiz book down, mate.
Yeah. I'm learning stuff here. Right, so let's have a look. Have you got an answer for this, Mr. Dare? Someone who collates and maintains historical records. No. Luke, drawing a blank.
Order.
Mid-mum. Yeah. Andy, archivist. A something-ologist says, you can't beat having an ology.
Yeah, criminology. Yeah,
can't be having an ology. Maureen Littner, I remember that, but archivist says JMO. Same with John. Same with Ian. Same with Russ. Have you got an ology, Kev? Says Andy. Gino Kev. It is an archivist. Not
a librarian. Eh?
Not a librarian. No. Or if you're a Terry Pratchett fan, not an orangutan. Which, question 3, this is potluck. I think we might have to go back to the Roman one. Which desert covers the greatest area in square miles? The Gobi Desert or the Sahara Desert?
Yeah, I think I might know this one.
Yeah, he's got to
I'll stick my finger up, my hand up for that one.
Yeah. We'll go to Martin first on this one. We've got some answers. Cheers, everybody, for sticking with us. It's been the first part was, I don't know which one was becoming the most painful, but picked by Mr. James, so you can blame him, the Romans, and you can blame Luke for picking Mr. James in the first place. So there you go. Luke's had a rough week, so might as well stick it with him.
Yeah.
Question 3. Okay. So, now we've got a bit of a conflict going on here. Oh, go all right. So, we've got Kev is saying the Sahara, Ian is saying the Gobi, Russ is saying the Sahara. Andy's, I believe, trying to pronounce Gobi, but he's gone Go-I. So we'll go with Gobi because that doesn't look anything like Sahara, Andy. John is saying Gobi. Oh, right. Over to Mr. Dare for the official answer, if he gets it right.
Gobi.
Over to Luke, if he wants to have a guess.
Sahara.
Well, you haven't got much of a choice, really, had you?
Sahara.
Narrow it down. Phone a friend, 50-50, and all them things. It is the Sahara, Mark.
Is it?
Sahara,
No, I thought it was a Gobi.
I thought it was a Gobi.
Well, can we have a second opinion on that, please?
Well, none of your friends are any wiser than you, so unfortunately, we can't give you any advice.
Well, let's go to AI, our judges, you know, and all that.
Question 4. I think I know the answer to this, but I will stand corrected. Jockey, Frankie Dettori is which nationality? Frankie Dettori is which nationality?
Well, yeah, I think
And the
I'll have a
answer
go
is
at that.
not
Yeah.
being a cook, because that's a different bloke altogether. Or chef, not cook. Use the wrong terminology.
No,
What's his name? Gino.
Gino. Oh, him.
Gino de Camp.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
Yeah.
Espresso or whatever his name is. Jockey Frankie Dettori is which nationality? So the first answer we've got is from Kev, JMO, and Ian. Kev, Darren, JMO, and Ian all saying Italian. And you chaps want to have a stab at it?
Yeah, I think he obviously it's in the name, Italian, but I think he was British born though.
Oh, controversy strikes through Mr. Martin Dare. I haven't looked at the answer yet, so that'd be interesting. I didn't know that. What are you saying, Luke? Based on how much do you trust Martin Dare's answer?
Oh, we got the last one wrong.
Don't trust my answer, mate. Don't go with my answer, pal.
I don't know.
You don't know. He is classed as. Let's see what we've got in the. Ian says Italian. Andy says Italian. Russ says Italian. John says Italian. Mick just laughs his head off. And apparently JMO says he's Pakistani. He is Italian. He is Italian. I didn't know that, though. Was he born in Britain? I don't know.
No, just a guess. Don't worry about what I said.
He must make a beans on toast. You know what I mean?
It's
Question 5. Let's get question 5 before we all lose the will. In which decade was the film Brassed Off released?
Yeah, a good film, man.
In which decade? Was not date, not month, date, decade.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I definitely, but a rough idea.
Which decade was the film Brassed Off released? So while we're having to think about that, if anybody can come up with a resolution to give us a counter, I might even put it on the, or a mechanical one that we can have on the, behind us, or something we can have on the screen. I'll try and share it. There might be a way we can do a screen share and do that. And then we'll do a bit of timings to get it to work properly. So I'm going to go with the chat first. Russ is saying the 1990s. JMO, 90s. Andy, 70s. Ian, 1990s. Kev's 90s. Darren's the 90s. Have you even seen it, Luke?
No, but I'm going to go with the 80s.
You're going to go with the 80s? Oh, controversial. Ewan, we love you, John. I've gone with the 80s.
We go. Good lad, John.
You're right. If John says. Martin, do you want to?
I would say 90s.
He's going with the 90s. So, in which decade was the film Brastoff released?
Good old VHF, mate.
Question
Yeah,
5.
when it came out, that one.
And well done to everybody who said the 90s. It was actually 1996. You're rubbish, you are.
No, cool.
Just saying. I'm not having you on my pub quiz team. Right, where are we? Question 6. Oh, God. I hope we've got some British geography students. Bradford, I don't know where Bradford is situated just on the edge of which range of hills? I will, Russ. I'll have a look for a Google countdown timer, and then we can share it on screen and
The Himalayas.
Is the sound of the countdown clock subject to copyright, as that would be the one to go with? It would, Ian. I like the idea of that. What I might do is to see if we can get a countdown clock and put our own music towards it, like the that's a project for me for next week. I'll have the next 2 weeks. I'll look at that. So
God knows how that's going to come out.
it's going to work really well in it. I can only just manage to turn the page over on the board.
That's going to go downhill rather quickly.
Yeah. The bell didn't last long, did it? You noticed that? Bradford is situated just on the edge of which range of hills? Well, we've got answers. I like it. Luke, have you actually been out of Chester?
Yeah.
Right.
Pennines.
The Pennines.
Pennines.
Pennines. Right, okay. Martin. Did you say the same, Mark? Sorry, I didn't catch you then.
Yeah, Pennines. Yeah, I'll go that one. Yeah.
Well, we've got the chat. Darren, Kev, JMO, Andy, Russ, Kev saying, I've driven through the Pennines. And John saying Pennines, there's a lot wiser people on here than me. I would not have had a clue. Everest isn't in the UK, is it? So, no. Everybody's got the Pennines. Give yourself a point. Well done. We've got Christ, it feels like a lifetime. We've got 4 to go. Which 1980s sitcom featured Anton Rogers and Julia McKenzie as William and Esther Fields? And I have to hold my hands up and say, I have never heard of this.
Yeah, no, right, good now.
Whether this one benefits our friends abroad, although it might be a British one that I've just never heard of. Which 1980s sitcom featured, Anton Rogers? Why do I know that name? Anton Rogers. And Julia McKenzie. I know Julia McKenzie, yes. As William and Esther Fields. Ooh. Now, look at that. We've got some controversy going over here. JMO says, do-do, do-do, diddly-do-boo. I'm not quite sure what he's trying to say. Do-do-do, don't they? Do-do-do. But no, I don't know. I'm not mentioning any names who are associated with that. Luke. Ian Ollie says, the hills are alive with the sound of music. Yes. May to December, says Russ. Oh. Now, Mr. Ian Ollie, sir, and JMO, and Kev, and Darren, and Mick, or French Fields, says Fresh Fields. Not one that I would have watched myself. So Fresh Fields, they're all saying, and they're quite right. So if you said Fresh Fields, good luck. Well done. You got that absolutely spot on. We were all looking at each other, completely puzzled. Oh, now this is saying, based on a saying. So good luck with this one. Question 8. We've got 3 to go. According to the proverb, what was never won W-O-N. According to the proverb, what was never won by faint heart. What was never won by faint heart. And I think the answer is 2 words, both beginning with the letter F, if I'm right. Martin, I'm going to go to Martin first. May to December says John. Then later they did French Fields. Okay. Freshfield was the answer to the previous one. Ian says Anton Rogers starred alongside Roger Moore in The Man Who Haunted Himself.
Never heard of that.
Sounds like something I should have seen, but haven't. I'm not going to look at the answer, but I'm going to give hands off. I haven't looked myself, but I'm going to give an answer. So I'll try this. So Ian's saying Fair Lady. JMO is saying Fair Lady. JMO saying Nissan.
Oh, yeah. Nissan Fair Lady.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Fair Lady says Darren. Martin, what are you going with?
Faint Heart, Fair Lady.
Fair Lady.
Yeah, Faint Heart doesn't win Fair Lady. That's the thing, isn't
it? Luke, what do you think it is?
Yeah, the same.
You're going Fair Lady. That's not the answer I would have gone with. I would have gone with the first one. Darren saying Fair Lady. John saying Fair Lady. I thought it was Fair Favour.
Fair Favour? What sort of women are you talking to?
Like it goes back to the days of jousting and stuff like that. So Fair Favour.
Oh, is it? Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
But I'm obviously wrong. According to the proverb, question 8.
Faint Heart never won Fair Lady.
Fair Lady is the correct answer. Shoot myself. This is why I don't answer the questions. Well, to everybody that said Fair Lady, give yourself a point. Well done. Question 9. We're getting there. What word can mean both a fish and an old-style bladed weapon? Oh, it's coming just bang. I'm not going to look this one.
You did it.
I'm not going to look this one up.
Well, you're a fisherman, aren't you?
Yeah, but it's obviously... It's not obvious because I've got the last one bloody wrong and thought it were right. What word can mean both a fish and an old-style bladed weapon? If you don't know it, and it's
I think I've got it.
Kick yourself.
I think I've got it.
You've got until I fill my glass again before I don't know how many times.
I've got it, mate.
Before.
That's your timer, isn't it?
That's my timer.
You got your timer for it. That's your timer for it. Yeah.
But you have to answer 10 questions. I'll be
yeah.
Where are we? Yeah. What the idea of that? You might have set up something you were going to regret there. So we'll see. I haven't turned the page over yet, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, because we've got lots of answers. I'm going to go first. Pike. I haven't looked at the answer yet. Darren's saying Pike, so is don't tell him Pike. John saying Pike. Kev, Pike. Don't tell him your name, Pike. A favour was that the lady gave the knight was usually her hanky. That's quite right. That's where I get the jousting. Don't tell him, Pike. Martin.
Razorfish.
A razorfish.
Yeah, razorfish. You never know what they are.
That well-known bladed weapon, the razor.
Yeah. Yeah, the razor. The old teddy boys used to use. Yeah. Razor.
I don't think
weapon. Teddy boys use it all the time.
Luke.
I'll go with Pike. That was the most popular one. I would have said bayonet or something, though, with me.
Can't believe it.
Or stiletto.
Of course it's the pike. Of course it's the pike.
Yeah, pike wasn't. It was more of a spike, a pike, wasn't it, with a hook on it?
No, it had a blade on one side. just had a pointy bit and a pointy bit on the
Yeah,
side.
I'll go Reagan.
Right, you're wrong anyway. It's still bloody Pike. Right, question 10, and thank God. Now, this is one for you. This is right up your alley. Question 10 and final question. What system of signalling uses red and yellow flags at sea and blue and white on land?
I don't know, man. Got a clue.
You'll kick yourself. You'll kick yourself. It's the kind of question I would ask you, and you go, yeah, it's blah, 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 blah. I'll tell you what it's not. It's not Morse code.
Yeah, when you say it, I'll probably remember it, but I don't know. No.
Righto. Where have we got? Have to call it a night. See you Friday. Good night, mate. Have a good one, mate.
No, mate.
See you, mate.
Bye, mate. Take care, mate. Bye, mate. See you, mate. Trading there, Mr. Ian. All is set. JMO's in there as well. Luke, do you think you've got an idea what this might be?
No.
Flag waving, ship, planes land thing, you know. Okie dokie.
I've got it now.
Yeah.
I've got it now.
Yeah.
I've got it now.
Right. So we'll round this off by going, Mr. Ian, Ollie, Russ, JMO, Andy, Kev, Darren, John, all with semaphore.
Seminar, yeah.
Not seminar, that's a different thing, love. Semaphore.
Yeah, it's like yeah, that's what they call the old the wing on the old
Aircraft carrier.
No, yeah.
Yeah, aircraft, yeah, and when they park the planes.
10 or 4 arms, that's where it comes from, isn't it? On the old cars.
On the old cars,
Yeah.
Was that a pub near you? Is it the Semaphore Arms?
Yeah, something like that.
Semaphore, yeah.
What the local prosy, you know.
Now then, what?
They've gone out. The door's unlocked. Fair dues. My bro brought the flags home from the Navy. Did it? Oh, nice one.
I bet you're not telling Navy that then.
Yeah, I don't tell the MOD.
So that's why all the ships crashed then, weren't all the airplanes fell off the end.
Many accidents over Manchester, just outside of Manchester. You know why now? Thank the Lord for that. Right, well, not thank the Lord, everybody. It was a bit of fun, but we'll be careful on picking the topics next time, and we'll have a proper. If I don't do anything else in the next fortnight, I'll get a bloody timer of some sort sorted out, so we can tie it up with the chat and get them falling in line. So we might have to do a bit of testing. But there you go. So if there's any topics that we've covered or not covered that you'd like us to bring up in 2 weeks' time, let me know, let the boys know. Come on to the DMC chat and let us know on the DMC Facebook page. Reiterate, it is, you'll be sick of me saying this, it is our Paint It Blue challenge next month. Please participate. It's not for me, it's not for the DMC, it is for the Alzheimer's Society. We set a target of £200. We smashed it last time with 450. So anybody wants, please donate. I think I'll put some text on our Facebook page in the top right hand corner about it. JMO blamed Uncle Albert. Okay. Blamed Uncle Albert. Are they from Peckham? That's nowhere near Manchester. Where's it? Anyway, moving on. So thank you to everybody in the chat, the irregular regulars. It's always a privilege to have you here, and you honour us by your presence, and we're much appreciative of it. And my friends, I'd like to thank Mr. Martin there, Mr. Luke Sanson for their company and input, as always. And it's goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye
See
from me.
you later, boys.
Don't leave me hanging there. Don't leave me hanging like that.
Yeah, leave him hanging.
That went well, didn't it? Not for a minute. Right, fair. Yeah, so this is PJ signing off with this episode of the DMC live chat. Thanks to all that have joined us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time with a bit more fun and frivolity, and me not knowing my car types, obviously. So there we go. Have a good weekend, what's left of it, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
Bye-bye.
See you, everyone.